Hey, it's Jennifer Sparks, and I'm going to be your tour guide today. We are in Las Vegas. We are currently at Park MGM. This is going to be a walk-around tour. It is very early in the morning. This is the 4th casino I have already been to today. My end goal is New York, New York. Park MGM has 3 pools, a hot tub, cabanas, and food and drink service. I am walking here from Aria. I have also been to the Cosmo and Bellagio today. Those are featured in other videos. If I put this morning walk into one video, it probably would have been over an hour, so I broke it down into different resorts. This video is going to be about Park MGM in New York, New York. Oh look, video poker. I may have to stop here and make a donation. I thought about ordering a cocktail, but I already had 2 at Aria already, Bloody Marys. So I figured if I had another one, I'd probably end up staying here all day. And we really need to continue our adventure and head over to New York, New York. I find when I order drinks at the casino when I'm playing, I end up staying there longer than I anticipated on staying there. But I guess that's why they give you the comp drinks. Play a little Willy Wonka, but he wasn't being that friendly, so I think I'm going to bail on this and go check out Eataly. If you're going to come to Park MGM for anything, come check out Eataly. It's really cool to see. You could access it through the casino or by the Strip. So if you're walking down Las Vegas Boulevard on the Strip, it's very easy just to pop in, even just to check this out. This is not a dine-in restaurant. This is more like a market where you go and you order the food and you pick it up and you find a table to sit at. Toscana on the left-hand side is a sit-down restaurant. Eataly opens at 7 a.m. and closes at 11 p.m., but not everything is open all of the time. Another big draw of Park MGM is the Dolby Live Theater, which has or had residencies for Maroon 5, Lady Gaga, and Bruno Mars. If you're looking for the Nomad Hotel, it is within Park MGM. It has its own little area, its own little restaurant, its own check-in, a little more expensive and even a little more upscale. Park MGM opened in 2018. It used to be the Monte Carlo. And probably the most famed features about this hotel is that the entire hotel is non-smoking, even the casino. There are no smoking areas anywhere. If you want to smoke cigarettes, you have to go outdoors. So this makes it a favorite hotel for many. Have you been to Eataly before? What do you enjoy getting when you come here? There are so many great options. There's a winery, there's cafes, there's bars, there's fish, pizza, homemade pasta. It's incredible. I wouldn't necessarily call this an inexpensive option. It's still a little pricey. My husband and I, in a previous visit, ordered the pasta. It was 2 bowls of pasta with fresh mozzarella on top. I think it was $72 for 2 bowls of pasta. So it's not going to be inexpensive, like I said, but it's really a great experience. It's also a great place to get a loaf of bread. You could get like a baguette, a bottle of wine. They have places you could sit. They have wine tastings, a lot of products from Italy, an Italian market in the middle of Las Vegas. Who knew? I have personally never stayed at Park MGM before, but it is on my hit list. I have it on my bucket list. Eventually, I will. Eventually, I want to stay at every hotel in Las Vegas. That's the goal. But I have visited, dined here, and played here many times, and I featured it in a lot of my What We Did in a Day videos. One place that I really love to dine at here is called Primrose. It's over by the hotel lobby. It's breakfast, lunch, brunch. It's really good. I highly recommend that. And of course, Eataly. Okay, I think I showed you about everything. Now you have an idea, if you come to Eataly, what you can expect, what they have here. Homemade gelato too. That's awesome. Something for everyone. Let's go check out New York, New York. Do you have any trips to Las Vegas booked? Is Las Vegas calling you? Where are you staying? My cousin Michelle and I just booked a trip there in June. We're going to be staying at the Venetian and Aria. But I was looking this morning and Breeze is throwing out some really good fares in May. Problem with May is it's beautiful everywhere. I want to be everywhere in May. I even enjoy being in my home in Connecticut in May. All my roses and flowers are blooming. I made these big flower beds. I have this big rose garden. When I was buying and planting all of these plants, I wasn't expecting eventually I was going to be a professional traveler. Now I'm like, oh gosh, I can't go in April. That's daffodil and tulip season. I have to be home to see my flowers. Crazy to be someone that books their airfare depending on when their flowers are blooming. Yep, but that's me. That's what I do. Between Park MGM and New York, New York, you're going to find a nice little quiet space called the Park. Going to take a walk around, then I'm going to take you inside New York, New York. This is pretty funny. You gotta love Las Vegas. So many places to dine, so much to do, so much to see. As someone that films things, I constantly have my camera out all the time. I have another YouTube channel about my home state, Connecticut. It's called Afternoon in Connecticut. And I swear, it's like when I want to make a video, I have to go get in my car, drive like 20 to 40 minutes. And then even then, it's kind of like, there's really not much to film here. This, not a problem. There's always so much to film. See the distance between the resorts, Park MGM to New York, New York. Even though on a map, it looks like they're really close, they're really not. There's a good distance between all the resorts. So make sure that you wear a good pair of shoes on a day of traveling where you're walking and exploring. Save your fancy cute shoes for like when you're going to dinner or the casino. But if you're walking between hotels, wear something sensible. Really, seriously, your feet will thank you later. I'm not sure why, but I chose to go this way, which is more behind New York, New York. But this is also where you're going to find the parking garage. The parking here is pretty expensive. I'm not sure. I know Atlantic City, if you are Pearl and above, you get free parking. Not sure about Vegas. Wow, up to $120 for events. Good to know. It might be more inexpensive to get a ride share or even a limo for that price if you're going to an event and staying at a different hotel. Welcome to New York, New York. I'm going to show you the lobby area first. New York, New York, like Park MGM, is an MGM resort, meaning if you play there, you could play at Park MGM, you could play at Luxor, Excalibur, Mandalay Bay, all the MGM resorts. Trying to count in my head, I think there's 9 MGM casinos in Las Vegas. All of them are on the southern or central area of the Strip, and all of them, except MGM Grand, are on the west side of the Strip. Here's a peek into the pool. I don't even know if it was open yet, but I wasn't staying there, so I wasn't able to go in. MGM seems to have a stricter policy with pool entrances opposed to Caesars. MGM resorts usually check for activated room keys, and a lot of times they check your bags as well. Going to show you some places to dine, and then I'll bring you briefly into the casino. If you are not staying at an MGM resort, but you want to go to the pool, if you rent a daybed or a cabana, you could have access to the pool for you and your party. Not sure about New York, New York. That pool looks pretty small, but as far as Mandalay Bay goes, MGM Grand, Aria, the bigger party pools, there's a way to get in there without staying there, but you have to pay for an item such as a cabana or a daybed. Or in some cases, they can have an entrance fee. Like I know at Mandalay Bay, they have Moria, which is a day club, 21 and up, but you could pay to go there for the day. Very fun place. I spent the day there with my cousin a few years ago. I have a separate video about that. Let me show you the casino. I did not gamble here this day, and I did not eat here. I've been on my feet probably for about 6 hours, just walking around, starting to think about getting lunch. Not sure yet. I was staying at the Jockey Club, which is a timeshare that is connected to the Cosmopolitan. Definitely a nice option if you're looking for a place to stay that is more like an apartment, that is quieter and not a casino, but very close to the casinos. That's a good choice. I was staying there because I was here for 3 weeks, and I usually throw in some timeshare stays and use them as my home base and unpack all my things and have a place that feels like home. And then I just jet around from all the different casinos during my stay for overnights where I could just take a small bag and not have to bring everything I'm traveling with to every single place I go. It works out great. Plus there's a washer and dryer, which is really important to have when you're there for 3 weeks. But if you're only going for a few nights, even a week, stay in a casino. That's why I make these videos, to help other people decide what they want to do on their trip, where they want to stay, what would be best for you. If you watch my tours and are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. You rock the hardest. I love you the most. I really appreciate you. Subscribing is totally free, so is liking the video. All it does is it notifies YouTube that my videos don't suck and that they're helpful. I put a lot of my heart and soul into making these videos to help other people because I love Las Vegas and I could talk about it all day. New York, New York is another one. I've never stayed here. Not for any particular reason. It's just never has been on my immediate hit list. It's on my bucket list to stay here. Just haven't done it yet. But visually, it's a must-see. It's a great place to come and get selfies. It's in a great location to other places that are must-sees. Getting around in this neighborhood is easy and less congested, I find, than Center Strip. Is it a family resort? I'd say probably preteens and teens would probably like New York, New York a lot. It's very themed. There's not a lot here that I think that would appeal to babies, toddlers, and kids. And I wouldn't say this resort is very romantic. It wouldn't be my pick for like a honeymoon or anything, but it's definitely fun if you're going with your friends or your boyfriend or girlfriend or your sister or brother, whatever. It's a fun resort. There's definitely a lot of great restaurants. Obviously, the biggest attraction here is the roller coaster. A single ride is $19 and a re-ride is an extra $10. They also have an all-day ride ticket for $35 for the brave and daring. There is also a virtual reality ride here as well, making it a great place to take teens. Have you gone on that coaster before? I'm thinking my days of roller coaster rides are done, and I'm totally okay with that. Now we're going to start heading back to where I'm staying. I'm going to show you what it's like to use the tram. For those of you that are new to Las Vegas, pay close attention. There are trams and there is a monorail. The monorail, there is an extra charge, and it runs up and down the east coast of the Strip. The trams are on the west coast of the Strip, and they're totally free. I probably should have picked up the tram that started at Park MGM, but I started walking towards Aria, so we'll take that tram instead. It may feel like at the time that you're walking out of your way to get to the tram, it may feel like a waste of time, but honestly, it's worth it. You'll save a lot of steps at the end of the day. It's also very hot from May to September. Finding out what hotels connect so you can walk indoors on certain times of the year is very important too. But if you're going to be outdoors a lot, I highly recommend checking out a Walgreens, CVS, ABC stores, and stock up on some water. I also personally order water when I'm sitting at a restaurant or sitting at the casino. If I order a cocktail, I get a water too. Of course, you could buy the water at the resort, but it could be up to like $8 a bottle. I've seen it. It's like, whoa, it's water. And of course, there's always tap water. But whatever you do, just make sure you drink the water, because it's very easy to get dehydrated here if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time, especially walking. Believe me, you don't want that to happen to you. It has happened to me before, and I will never let it happen to me again. Spent 2 days in bed and was sick for 3. Not going to happen again. We are now in City Center. This is where you're going to find Aria and the Shops at Crystals. We're going to walk through the Shops at Crystals to get to the tram. If you are still with me, say hey. Let me know where you're from. Thank you very much. If you found this information helpful and you want to know more about Las Vegas and how to get around and where to stay and about the monorail and attractions, I'll leave some playlists at the end of this video. Just click on the playlist that you want to see, and it'll take you to more of my videos. There's probably maybe 200 altogether. Some videos I'm with my husband, my daughters, or my cousin, but most of the time I'm alone. I really want to see all of Las Vegas and see everything it has to offer, including staying in all the hotels. If I wait for someone else to go, I'll never do it. Sure, traveling alone is scary. The first time I came here alone, it was for 10 days. I literally cried at the airport before I got on the plane. I was even crying on the plane. The flight attendant had to come over to see if I was okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to Vegas by myself and I'm really nervous. But booking and going on that trip was very liberating and probably one of the best choices I ever made in my life. And traveling alone has so many benefits, it needs a whole video for that. I'll have to create a video about that one day. But in the meantime, click here to see more of my video tours about Las Vegas. But whatever you do, make sure you book that trip and you pack your bags and you go. Las Vegas is awesome and you deserve to be here. Be well to yourself and kind to others. Safe travels to you.